Westwood Instruments has just released their Lost Synth, a vast collection of vintage synths reimagined and brought to life. And if you have seen my Lost Piano video, then this might actually seem familiar because this is the next addition to that Lost collection. From well-known classics like the Juno 60 or the Korg Poly 6 to rare gems like the Logan String Melody or ARP Odyssey, this library is going to be rich and diverse. And what really sets it apart is the unique resampling process through different guitar pedals and tapes, giving each sound a distinct character. And what I really love about Westwood's Lost collection is that they encourage you to get lost in your own creativity and experimentation. We're gonna get 80 different sound sources, the Arpeggiator Memories engine, over 200 presets, and it all runs in Contact. And there's gonna be a special bonus to this launch. If you purchase the Lost Synth within this time frame, you're gonna get 6 limited edition drum kits called Trom. These kits, including Cheater, Deadfy, Episodes, and more, are punched and twisted through the exact machine that introduced Rob from Westwood to sampling. And it's only going to be available during this launch period. So with all of that said, let's dive into the Lost Synth. Like I mentioned before, the Lost Synth is going to have a very similar interface to the Lost Piano, and it's all going to be divided into sounds, process, memories, places, and get lost sections, each offering different sets of controls for manipulation. Whether you want to create some movement between sides, add some effects, or just create an arpeggiated rhythm, everything is going to be at your fingertips. So our default page is going to be this sounds section. This is where we can pick our A and B sounds and find a nice blend between the two. Right now we have 2 of the same string melodies, but we can also search the catalog for a new sound. We can also skip ahead or go back, and we can randomize our sound. So maybe let's try randomizing our B. So we'll turn it on, randomize, and it gives us a feature presentation. So with the knob all the way to A, this is just string melody. And we introduce a little bit of feature presentation on the other side. Then we're also going to have options for volume level, panning, tuning, pitch, attack, and release for both our A and B sounds. And below, we're actually going to have a subset of controls for both motion and mood. So if we turn on motion, we're going to be able to add a bit more depth to that sound. So we can pick the different waves that we want. So a sine wave, saw, square, and random. We can, of course, change the depth, the speed, and we can choose between sync or free speed or lock or free motion. But then on this mood page, we actually get 6 different moods to choose from. So this is going to be yearn. We have blur, void, awe, muse, and temper. Next is going to be the process section. This is where we control everything, including our envelope, our wow, filter, compression, overdrive, and some more effects. Plus, it's really convenient that we can control both the A and the B sounds separately. So if I turn on the wow and adjust the depth and speed of just the B sound, this is what we're going to get. Let's try the overdrive, and let's do it for both A and B. Maybe the chorus of just B. And I actually love this sub-bass feature here. If we play with the octaves and the saturation, we can add some real grit to the sound. Let's increase the octaves, and let's make it more saturated. Really awesome. awesome. Now this places section is going to give you that sense of environment. We have our ambience locations as if we were in a room, hall, city, forest. So let's turn that on and let's try going to the city. And just listen carefully, and I'm going to turn up that volume. Maybe the ocean. And some rain. And of course, you can also adjust the pitch, the low pass, or the high pass. We can also control the noise of the tape, the vinyl, preamp, reel, static, and machine. So this is what that sounds like. Again, listen carefully. I'll bump up the volume. It's tape. We have vinyl. Let's try static. That's machine. That's very subtle. Preamp. Reel. So all of these options are designed to give your music just a touch of character. So let's lower that a little bit and I'll just turn it off. We also have this reverb section, which gives you 12 different types of reverbs. And my personal favorite is this Mountain Drive. And what's actually really cool about this delay is that depending on the type that you choose, analog, vintage, tape, modern, or haze, we can actually adjust different controls based on that selection. Now, at the very heart of this Lost collection is the Memories engine. This is where you can create some incredible and in-depth rhythms. So just like with our default section here, we can actually choose from a catalog of sounds or just simply randomize. And just quickly looking at this, we have 14 different knobs to control this one engine. And this really gives us a chance to get into some extreme detail. But if you're really trying to get lost in the memories and start writing quickly, then I highly suggest these presets. They're gonna be able to turn a simple sound into an atmospheric, arpeggiated pattern. So let's turn on maybe the string melodies. There we go, we were on string memory. So let's try maybe Falling Stars. And one of my favorite things to do in this section in particular is to actually play with this blend knob and move it a little bit closer to just the Memories engine. Maybe let's try Temporal Visions. Really cool. And while each of these presets adjusts the knobs separately, you can always go in and tweak something yourself to get a sound that's unique to you. Now, playing with these unique vintage sounds and features is going to be one thing, but if you want to actually apply them and learn how to write for different genres of film and television, then you'll want to check out my free Film Composer's Recipe Book. It's going to go over genres like action, horror, drama, and it covers the 4 main ingredients of music: melody, harmony, rhythm, and orchestration. This is a free and valuable resource, so if you are interested, I left a link in the description down below. Now, one of the things I love about Westwood is that they take full advantage of the Snapshot snapshot feature within Contact. So instead of that list of folders and presets we'd normally get in the browser, we can actually pick our presets from the instrument itself. And of course, if you change the preset or you find a new sound that you like, you can save your own snapshot as well. So right now, this one was called String Melodies, but we have 5 different main categories to choose from: synths, blends, motions, memories, and fourths and fifths. Each one is going to have their own set. So we have subcategories like dirt, dusk, glow, shirt, and warp. And we have a ton to choose from within each. Blends is going to have the same type of subcategory. Motions, we have deep, flicker, and shallow. Memories, again, dirt, dusk, glow, warp, and then our fourths and fifths. So you are going to have a ton of snapshots to choose from, which is great for constantly finding something new to play with. So let's just try maybe the very first one, Bartertown. So this is Bartertown and String Melodies, and let's maybe find somewhere in the middle. Doesn't seem like it's using any mood or motion. Doesn't look like it's using a process. It looks like the only thing that we added on was the reverb. So let's try maybe blends. Let's go to Hawkins. All right, so this automatically went to Antonio Bay, but we do have Soft Stars and Antonio Bay. Process uses a little bit of wow and a chorus. Our memories is not turned on, and our places uses reverb, the milk bar, and a vintage delay. Really like eerie. I like that one a lot. All right, let's go to motions. Let's go shallow and loopy. So we have biased bias and worn tape head. We have a little bit of motion this time. Let's go to process. We have our chorus, memories. I wonder if I have to turn on memories myself. That might be the case. And we actually don't have any of the places. So let's take a listen. Let's go to memories. And I do want to try turning it on. That one's a little weird for that. Let's go to patterns. Maybe if... I like that one a lot. That's really awesome. And I like that the patterns do kind of give you a direction for that arpeggiator. So we have rising up, falling down, large waves, small waves, 4 beats, loud pairs, and a few more. So it's an entire list. We have memories, no one's land. So that's infectious and string melodies, but we don't have string melodies turned on. So let's just take a listen. So the melodies is kind of up to you. You do have to turn it on or off yourself. No One's Land. That is fantastic. Big fan of that one. And then let's go to fourths and fifths. This one is just one solid list, so let's just try 5 on it. And this one does have the mood turned on to Yearn, and we have Antonio Bay and Submarine. What's the process? So we do have a little bit of wow and a little bit of chorus. Our memories, we turn that one off. Then our place is, we have a little bit of reverb, so Baltimore Hospital, and the delay is vintage. That was actually a really nice sound. Let's try it in the upper register. Very spooky. Very nice though. And finally, this Get Lost randomizer here is a great way for you to find some inspiration if you're struggling to find a sound that you like. So this randomize button description says it randomizes almost every control in the instrument, and then you can also undo your most recent selection. So let's just try randomizing something. So here we have golden hour and afterlife, process, we have compression, overdrive, and chorus, and a filter. And the sub, okay. Our memories is turned on, and our places is, we have ambient set to forest and the reverb set to Kellerman's. All right, let's give it a shot. I really want to hear that bass. So this could be really great for like a low underscore, I think. Yeah. I like that a lot when we added in that bass. Overall, this Lost Synth is just a great experience. It's perfect for both a professional and a hobbyist in need of unique vintage sounds, but also a user-friendly interface. Now, if you want to learn more about the Lost Piano or the Westwood Evergreen framework, then make sure you check out these videos next. I'll see you over there, and as always, happy composing.